okay? India Love gets booed off stage after claiming that DDG and Rakai deserve Breakout Streamer of the Year over FaZe Adapt, okay? All right.
Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt. And congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai and shout out boom, 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 boom.
Have I posted my P.O. box on my IG? Not yet. You said everyone called her BBO brain for this. Now listen, okay? While that is quite funny, okay? What up, Lumbees, Joe? Now, while that is quite funny, okay? To be fair, India has been making some mistakes, I think, even before the BBO. But so I don't think it's because of the BBO that she made this mistake. Now, okay, this is distasteful. There's a time, but now they did wrong for that. She was trying to show them love. Now, look, I said this yesterday. Okay, I believe that her intentions were in the right place. She was trying to show love for the brothers. Okay, something in her soul didn't sit right, seeing someone who she felt, okay, didn't deserve it over, someone she was, one, intimate with, and two, a fellow black man or a fellow black person. You know what I'm saying? I heard that she said that she saw Rakai looking sad, so that pissed her off, and obviously she is friends with DDG too, so you know what I'm saying, she got up there and did that. However, even though her intentions were in the right place, I do feel like it could come off one, very distasteful, because you didn't have to do that. Like, you could have your opinions about who you feel like should have won. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it is all an opinion. I feel like you could make a case for all three of those people for why they won. You know what I'm trying to say? I just feel like on the black side, most people don't really watch like FaZe unless you're watching for like Rage or Max or maybe Marlon. So no one really understands how great of a year Adapt really truly had. You know what I'm saying? Even though he did have one. Okay. But that's not fair, because it's like, what if a white person came up and said, oh, DDG or Rakai don't deserve that shit just because they don't really watch black people content. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would piss us the off. So I understand the outrage against it. It comes off distasteful. It discredits someone who, in a big demographic, it discredits someone who a certain demographic of people feels he deserves the win. You know what I'm saying? And also kind of comes off a little, how do I say? A little like, I need attention. I'm not saying that that's what she wanted. I'm just saying that's what it comes off like. Because, your job was to get up on there, and was it her job to even be on stage in the first place, or did she just storm the stage? Did she just storm the stage, chat? Or like, was she supposed to be presenting the next award? Like, how, can someone fill me in on this? Why was she even on stage in the first place? Because if she did get up on there for no reason, that makes it even worse. I'm not gonna hold you. She just stormed the stage and grabbed the mic and said, nah, all that shit. She wasn't invited at all. Damn. She wasn't supposed to be there from what I heard. Damn. Shit. She ran up there? Why did she do that? See, I thought she was just up there like, I'm under the impression like she was up there just, you know what I'm saying, getting called up to, like announce the next winner for whatever next category or whatever, okay? But she ran up there. She ran up there and did that? Like, whoa, what the I was in the Twitter, it's in the Twitter com. The backstory's in the Twitter com. Okay, I'm about to react to that. So here's this clip of her getting kicked out after she did that, Okay? I don't know why she did that. Okay? She didn't leave that bottle alone. Her alcoholism, she rocked out. She had a rock moment, I'm not gonna lie. T-Baby, what's the deal, baby? She's always been unapologetic with herself until the backlash comes. Then she becomes very apologetic. Go figure. There's nothing wrong with being unapologetic with yourself, but this is, look, man, we're gonna get into all this, bro. We're gonna get into all this. Hold on, let's watch this.
I need a napkin.
Kicked her ass out after that. Damn. Kicked her ass out. God damn. And I understand now, because y'all was saying she wasn't even supposed to be up there. You know what I'm saying? Rakai was seen getting emotional. So this is, I guess, why India Love was feeling bad, because she saw Rakai getting emotional after not getting to win. You know what I'm saying? The award.
Rakai!
Hey man, at least the homies was there to, like, you know what I'm saying? You could tell all that shit was like, nigga, you better lock the fuck in, nigga. You were crying, nigga. Don't forget this shit. Don't let this little silly ass award make you feel less than, brother. Real, whoever that was telling them that, I could tell that's the type of conversation that was going down. You know what I'm saying? DG felt some type of way too. I feel him. DG had a crazy year. DG had a crazy year. Who wouldn't feel the way? Who wouldn't feel the way after having a year that he did and not winning? Nigga, this is competitive out here, bro. Like, this is about their work. I get it. I would feel bro, if I had the year that had, I would feel the way too. But he didn't discredit nobody. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see no clip of him getting up on there saying, oh yeah, everybody with the whoop, nigga. I feel like I should have deserved it over it. I didn't see him say all that, you know? Drayson, what's the deal? The fact that she got up there and said all that is pretty crazy. I'm not even gonna hold you, man. You know what I'm saying? Not even gonna hold you, chat. Not even finna hold you. Damn, me. Okay, so we gonna react to the next clip. There's a clip of her talking about how God is watching her. Okay? And you know what? God is always watching. God is always looking out. Okay, God is always making sure that we're walking the path of development and bringing us to, okay, the point where we finally get broken into pieces to where the only person we have is him to look up to and reform us into the person he's always been trying to shape us. The point is, though, right? At some point, you got to meet God halfway. Matter of fact, not at some point. You always have to meet God halfway. He can't just mold you into the person he needs you to be if you're not being obedient. If you are not surrendering and being obedient to God's purpose for you, he cannot mold you into the person you need to be. So, I mean, there's got to be some accountability here, okay, with this video that I found, okay? There's got to be, it's in here somewhere. Hold on, chat. Hold on, man. There's got to be some video, man, because there's okay, was it this right here?
Hold on, Des is calling me, chat. Mahan!
That was some blood. That was blood.
Hey, you know me, I'm super.
That was some Kanye little mama. You walked up with the bloody. Where you at?
What needed to happen. I was gonna make it happen regardless. You know what's crazy though, Des? On my life, when I went over there to go talk to Rakai, I didn't like his demeanor. Like, Rakai head was down. Rakai didn't have his light. I'm like, nah, I need to feel this. Like, I don't give a. Like, he just didn't have, like, Rakai's head was down. His whole, like, I didn't like that shit.
Yo, buddy, somebody calling me. Answer for me.
All right, bye. New York people are crazy.
New York are crazy. But This is the part right here, okay? She said she was a little drunk, chat, okay? Neo Mello, what's the deal, bro? They messed up DDG music. He said they couldn't hear nothing. See? I heard the production was just up the whole time. Rakai was banned. She's losing track. She on that boogie sugar. Now, a lot of people were saying that she was on that snow. She was on that boogie sugar, okay? A lot of people were saying she was on that white, okay? A lot of people were saying that she was on that sniff. Now, just pay attention to her jaw here, okay? Because like I said, we're recapping this shit ourselves, or myself too, okay? I didn't see the jaw. I saw a lot of people were talking about it, okay?
Cross when I make mistakes, like God doesn't do that. But I want you guys to just be a part of my journey because it's a journey, and I am okay with showcasing my ups and downs, and it's okay. But that's what I want to do. So January 3rd, no weed, no alcohol. So that's just what that is. Until then, I will learn my boundaries.
That jaw is swinging. That jaw is doing the goddamn miracle. That shit hitting the merry-go-round. It's hitting the bring around. It's hitting the bring it around Tim from SpongeBob. I'm just looking at the jaw the whole time, nigga. Like that shit hitting the Ferris wheel.
No alcohol. So that's just what that is. Until then, I will learn my boundaries. Until January 3rd, I will learn my boundaries of like how many drinks does it take to get with me type shit, you know? So God is really watching me closely, like really closely.
It's just, okay, look, Chad. It's just so many things we got to break down here first, okay? Pupils dilated like a... Pupils dilated like shit, okay? Now, India Love, I ain't got no issues with you, baby. I am not trying... I hate that I even, as a comedian, have to make this disclaimer, okay? But I'm just commenting and making jokes about what I see. You could be the coolest girl ever. I don't know that. I don't know you, okay? But I'm just commenting on what I'm seeing here, okay? I'm not these people that hate you for no reason. I'm not one of those. But I am a comedian, and I'm gonna talk, okay? I'm commenting on what I'm seeing right here. These pupils look crazy. Now that's pimp. No, it's not pimp, okay?
That's not pimp.
Wrong button, okay? That's number one, okay? Number two, okay? That jaw is swinging, okay? It's definitely swinging like people have been saying, okay? Number three, what is so special about January 3rd, Jack? What is so special about January 3rd? She said, on January 3rd, that is the day I'm going to stop being a degenerate, okay? Why not January 1st? Why not now? And then you said, from here until January 3rd, that's a very specific date. What's going on January 3rd? You just, like, I'm confused. Why not January 1st? And then you said, from here until then, I'm going to figure out I'm going to start figuring out my limits. I'm going to start figuring out my limits with alcohol, okay? And what I mean by my limits is, how many drinks do you think that you get with me? And then you're going to follow that up and say that God is watching me very closely while continuing to take another drink. See, this is what I mean by God. People got to understand how a relationship with God actually works. This is not what I'm about to say. Doesn't belong to any religion, any religious beliefs. This is just truly a relationship. I believe that this is across the board for anyone who has a relationship with God, no matter what religion you belong to, or if you're just, you just have a pure relationship with God. Okay. People have to understand that God is not about to walk down from heaven, okay, and strip you all the way, okay. He's not about to take that physical drink out of your mouth. He's not about to do that. That's not how this works, okay? You can't say that God is watching me closely and say that I'm going to learn my boundaries, okay? Like as if he's literally just about to snatch that drink right out of your hand and tie your hands behind your back and make you disciplined for you. That's not how that works, okay? You got to show God why you are super serious about changing by taking the actions you need to take in the physical plane. So that way he and the universe can see you with opportunities, the right people, situations that will continue to push that train that you started forward until you reach salvation, aka sobriety. Okay? It is only until you show God that you are serious that he will start to help you. He cannot help you if you don't help yourself. God only helps those who helps themselves. That is how a relationship with God works. He does not physically just come and pick you up. This whole fairy tale that these people tried to tell y'all about how he just somehow floats down from heaven and says, oh, hey, man, you called me, brother. You said you don't want to stop drinking. You said you want to stop drinking. You said you want to stop beating off it. You said you want to stop smoking. You say you want to do that. Let me just go ahead and take that badge right off of your spirit, okay? Now you're free from it. It's all, you're good. That's not how it works. If that's how it works, literally everybody would be free of all of their vices. Everyone would be the best version of themselves all the time. She said she was not going to drink hard liquor on the last apology. She's drinking hard liquor right here, okay? And she's drinking hard liquor for sure before she got up on that stage, okay? Okay? And hard liquor or not, okay, you're still drinking liquor. It's still alcohol. Like, I say this because I understand. When I was getting over drinking, bro, like, I was kind of in this, I was in this thing like, oh yeah, I can have a drink here, I can have a drink here, I can have some wine. No, bro. You gotta completely go cold turkey. It's still alcohol. It's still poison, no matter what form it comes in, bro. You have to get to the point where it is not a habit anymore. And the only way to do that is to purify yourself completely of it for a long period amount of time. Okay? That's what you need to do. Now my body don't even like alcohol. It's to the point where I don't even want that shit, bro. And that's a very liberating feeling. Cause nigga, I can remember when I was an alcoholic, bro. That shit sucks. And I'm empathetic for her. You know what I'm saying? I'm empathetic for her. It's just that someone gotta tell her the truth. And if it's gotta be me, then I'll tell her. India, you cannot be saying God is watching you closely, like as if he's just gonna solve your problems. The day that your problems will begin to be solved is the day you choose that I'm dead serious about what I'm talking about instead of just talking about it and making it sound good by saying God is watching me closely. You're gonna continue to be in this cycle, okay? Until you completely surrender. You can't be the old version of India and then the new version you're trying to become at the same time. One of them has to die. The old version, you gotta die before you go to the next one. You can't. The next level is always gonna demand a version of you that you've never been before. You cannot be both. You can't. So I feel like no one's really telling her that. People cannot be, someone's not telling her this, bro. So, she's self-sabotaging. God helps this lady. Talk that shit, pimp. Hey, man, look, I'm just trying to lace my people with game.
Now that's pimp.
Okay? Now, oh, this is cold. I'm not even gonna react to that. This is cold. Who the fuck made this? I'm sitting here thinking, damn, so she won something? Y'all on Twitter hate this girl, man. That shit is crazy. Now, here is more shit, okay? Here is a video of India emotional, okay? After, going on stage and saying what she said, okay? And here's her plea to how she's
pasties are watching.
How she's going to fix this, okay? Shout out my nigga Ty with the resub, man. W sub in the chat, man. W sub in the chat, man. She know deep down she too comfortable. Entirely because they spoiled too long. The same way she claims that she's going to become more conservative and ladylike once she makes it to her 30th birthday in February. Because I guess as long as you're still in your 20s, there's no real point in trying to mature, grow up, and break bad, destructive habits. Literally, just stop making excuses. You're either serious about wanting to change or you're not. Dead homies, Mr. Evolve. Dead homies, bro. You feel me? Because I feel like the birthday thing is just like, bro, that's not how habits work, bro. Like, you gotta decide now in the moment, okay, I'm done. You gotta decide I'm done and I'm never going back. And in stepping into that identity, you don't take the actions that the old version of you that you don't want to be anymore takes. AKA, if you don't want to drink no more, then your new version of yourself doesn't drink. So we don't go back and forth about drinking. We don't go back and forth with our mind about negotiating about maybe having a drink this time. We don't do that. But I digress. Someone got to lace these people with some real game, man, okay? Starts with some... I don't mind lacing... Look, let's just watch. Let's listen to what she had to say.
Apologize to QT. What I did, first of all...
Create wherever. What's the deal, bro?
I appreciate it.
The pasties are watching.
Shout out my Savage Scholar with the sub, man. W sub in the chat, man. God bless you, brother. Appreciate you, man.
And there's no excuse for my behavior. It was very distasteful. It was very, like I keep saying, unnecessary. It was my initial emotion response, and that, again, I had no business being on that stage. As a person and who I am as a person, and I've just
The pasties are watching.
Shout out my Monet, or not my sorry. Is it Monet is a girl, right? Monet, if you're a girl, welcome to the McLadies, baby.
Now that's pimp.
Okay? If you're not a girl, welcome to the McNation, man. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the McNation, man. God bless you, man. W7 in the chat, man. W7 in the fucking chat. Oh, Monet, what's the deal, baby? Hey.
We getting Gucci.
What's the deal? Welcome to the McLadies, Monet. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Mc... Shout out to Monet, chat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Monet, man. W7 in the chat, man. Okay? Okay, let's watch. Let's watch.
Distasteful. It was very, like I keep saying, unnecessary. It was my initial emotion response, and that, again, I had no business being on that stage. As a person and who I am as a person, and I have to stop disappointing myself by repeating mistakes and keep repeating a cycle.
I can't turn it up, bro. Anybody who's complaining about the audio, look at this. I cannot turn it up. This is literally as high as it goes. This clip alone is just low. You're just gonna have to deal with it, brother. Okay? Please, just understand.
Behavior. It was very distasteful. It was very, like I keep saying, unnecessary. It was my initial emotion response, and that, again, I had no business being on that stage. You know, as a person and who I am as a person, and I have to stop disappointing myself by repeating mistakes and keep repeating a cycle that's obviously not good for me. And I watched I watched something that said, like, your mistakes could even
It's like the good man in you deep down feels bad because you see the tears, but it's just like it's very hard to feel sympathy for a person, okay, that continues to make mistakes, the same exact mistakes, after saying that she's not gonna make them anymore. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It'd be different if she went back to a mistake after not doing the mistake for like 5 months, okay? But it seems these days she's just making a mistake every few days. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you can't, because I could have swore I saw a video of her like a couple weeks ago saying she's not gonna drink no more. You know? I could have swore I saw a video of her like a few weeks ago saying, oh yeah, I'm done drinking. I'm done with all that. Woo. And then wasn't she just in that video where she was on the phone with that other dude, the New York dude, okay? And she was talking about, hey, nigga, I saw Rakai's face, nigga. I had to get up on there, nigga. I said, no, hey, nah, they gonna hear this, nigga. What the fuck, with the group, this. Wasn't she just saying all that? Now she understands now she understands it was a mistake and she had no business being on the stage and all this. I'm trying not to like go too hard on her because I do want her to receive the game that is actually going to make her ascend. Because I understand I used to be an alcoholic my damn self, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? I understand. But somebody got to tell her the real problem here. And the real problem is her. It's not nobody else, it's you. Like, you keep repeating this goddamn cycle, my. Like, what the fuck, fool? You got to take full accountability, man. It can't be no, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it on January 3rd. No, you gotta do it now. Because on January 3rd, it's still going to be right now. If you don't become the person you need to be and start the process right now, guess what? On January 3rd, you're still gonna have the same habits that you have right now. Because right now is all we ever will have, okay? The future, even when you're living in the future you speak of, it'll still be right now. Nigga, it's gonna be just as hard for you to stop on January 3rd as it is right now. But it might be a little bit easier on January 3rd for you to continue if you start right now. What the? It doesn't get easier on January 3rd, fool. You got to make a decision. If you are truly done, okay? You saying on January 3rd that I'm done, okay? Tells me, and then saying, oh, from here until January 3rd, I'm going to figure out how many drinks does it take till you get with me. That's you saying, I still want to be 1 foot in and 1 foot in my higher self. That means you're not fully committed. That's what you're saying. That's saying that you're still not fully committed and you're gonna make another mistake and then you're gonna get back into this situation where you're gonna be back in the same situation. You're gonna repeat the cycle again. It's only a matter of time. This is not me sitting there talking shit about you. This is me telling you the true, God honest, kick you in the pussy truth, man.
We getting Gucci.
All right? Someone gotta tell you.
myself by repeating mistakes, a person, and who I am as a person, and I have to stop disappointing myself by repeating mistakes and keep repeating a cycle that's obviously not good for me. And I watched something that said, like, your mistakes could either be a coffin or and you know it could either teach you or it could be the thing that takes you under and kills you, or like, you know. And I'm a work in progress every day, and I have to understand what I did to the Twitch CEO, to just everybody. Just, it was just so distasteful, and it is not who I am or what I should have did at all. I know what I have to do moving forward, you know, when it comes to me as a person, what I can and can't do. And I want to apologize to you.
Is there more of the clip? Is there more of the clip? Listen, bro, okay? Now I'm remembering the video that the exact situation she was claiming she's done some drinking for. Y'all remember not too long ago she was at the damn celebrity poker match or whatever, and she was sitting there, you know, Michael, that nigga Michael Phelps was groping up all on her, man. And she was doing all this, right? And then she was bent down, you know what I'm saying, with the cheeks out. You know what I'm saying? Like mouth to dick with another like in a picture, like, you feel me? And that was where she was like, man, that's not me. I'm done drinking, whoop the boop. And I believe her. Because when you are drinking and you are under, they call it spirits for a reason, okay? They call it spirits for a reason. You're consuming low vibrational poison that turns you into a different person, aka you are being possessed by a spirit, okay? But you have to understand, nigga, you're saying that that's not you. You know that it's not you. You know that it is a terrible cycle that is not doing anything good for you, and yet you're still trying to be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta fully commit. Someone got India. Listen, I don't care if you don't like me. You don't gotta like me. But hopefully you can respect me enough to understand what I'm telling you, because clearly no one is telling you, okay? Clearly no one is telling you. You have to say no right now. You have to sit there and say, everything that has happened to me is 1,000% my fault. I am in complete control of changing this. It is nobody else's fault. It is not my environment. It is not my friends. It is not the people I've been streaming with. It is not the because people didn't get the award that I feel like they deserve. It is not. It is 1,000% my fault, and it doesn't change until I do something about it. God is not about to come downstairs, grab my hand, and pull me out of this himself. I have to meet him halfway, and the way that I meet him halfway is by showing them that I'm dead serious, by cutting off every person, situation, environment that allows me and influences me to drink, okay? Period. I got to get rid of all the bottles in my crib. I got to stop hanging out with the people who drink constantly. I got to stop going to events where there's a bunch of alcohol. I got to genuinely lock the and do that, okay? That's what I need to do. And until I do that, I will continue to keep falling into the same cycle, okay? That is the God-honest truth. The God-honest, unbiased truth, okay? So hopefully that message gets to you, and hopefully you listen, because if you're genuinely serious about growing and not repeating this cycle, because it looks bad because you keep saying you're not going to do it, and then you do it again, and then you get into situations where they get clipped and they go viral, and then you look bad, and then now you're sitting here crying on the internet because you continue to keep looking bad, knowing that you should just be changing, and you won't have to keep going through these goddamn mistakes, okay? Just listen to what I'm telling you, because I don't know you. I don't have, nigga, this is a completely unbiased but very true statement. And it's coming from someone who had the same problem as you. Stop drinking. You got to listen to what the I just said. It's all on you. It's your fault. No one's coming to save you. Nobody. Not even God if you don't help yourself. That's a fact. Okay? So if you're genuinely serious, okay, then that's what you gotta do. And if not, then and you'll continue to keep repeating the same cycle, unfortunately. You know? And then you'll be 50 years old talking about God still watching me closely. he watching you closely, and he's just like, brother, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I can't help this person because she doesn't want to help herself. I'm here. I'm here whenever you need me. I'll be here to pull you out when you're ready. When you're ready to be serious. But I think that's not how it works. For real, dead homies, man. I know it comes off funny, but that's the truth, fool. Like, you gotta understand how this shit really work with Father God, man. You feel me, chat? And then here's a clip right here of Max responding to the situation. Okay? Here's a video of Max responding to it.
She do that. She said that Daryl and Rakai deserved
W1 hour in the chat, man. Everyone spam W1 hour in the chat.
the award. What y'all think about that? Now, in my personal opinion, Adapt 100% deserved that award. But did DDG Rakai have crazy years? 100%. But you gotta understand, what y'all gotta understand, there's so many bubbles in this now. There's so many bubbles. Adapt bubble over here. DDG Rakai is different demographics. When Adapt win, like, who's Adapt? Who's this guy? You just don't know him. That's not your lane.
Exactly.
That's not your content. But don't discredit what the did.
Exactly. That's the best. I said the same exact thing. There's different demographics, so you know, a lot of other people are gonna a lot of other people, okay, could possibly be saying the same thing about DDG or Rakai. I don't know this because I don't watch them because I'm not in that demographic. Okay? But just because they're not in your demographic, that doesn't mean you discredit some people, because just because you don't know their demographic or the impact they've made in their demographic and make them feel less than, like they don't, or non-deserving because you just don't simply watch their content. Nigga, there's 8 billion of us on this planet. Like we don't understand. We'll never understand how much people that truly is. That's like, and that's an absurd amount of people. Okay.
Oh, you feel me? He still had a crazy year. You feel me? You don't gotta tear this down. Rakai and DDG had insane years on God, they did. But Adapt still deserved that shit. He still had a crazy year. So, I don't know, bro. It's tough, bro. You can't make everyone happy with award shows.
Yeah, bro. I feel like that's another thing too. Like, you know, he said it perfectly. You can't make that's the thing about award shows. No matter what award show, like, there's always gonna be people that feel like someone got snubbed. Like even in the MVPs, you know what I'm saying? Of like what's that shit called? The MVPs for the NBA, and you know all that. Like every year, there's always gonna be someone saying that, you know, someone got snubbed. Do you feel me? Like, nigga, you're still not trying to give credit to Joel Embiid for his MVP just because, you know, what's his name, Jokic, you know, was what is he 2-3 time MVP? You know what I'm saying? Still not trying to give him credit for that. A lot of people weren't trying to give James Harden, you know what I'm saying, credit for his MVP when he won it. A lot of people weren't trying to give what's it called, Russell Westbrook, you know, well, no, they gave us respect for that. But you get what I'm trying to say. It's always gonna be someone saying, oh, SGA is talking about, oh yeah, he a free throw merchant, so he don't deserve to get an MVP. It's always gonna be, you know what I'm saying, always, bro. You know. So it's just how it goes, man. It's just how it goes. Hence, she said, Streamer of the Year award. Streamer of the Weird award, calling the content phase dude weird, then quickly corrected herself. Wait, she said Streamer of the Weird award? That's what she said? And you know what, JT the Ruler, I agree, brother. But they'll wake up soon. Now that's PM.
Now that's pimp.
That the world gonna know soon, Chad. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because I got my nut in my nutsack. Day Day 7 of the month. Well, not day 7. Day 37. Okay. Day 37, man. You feel me? Okay. Moving on from India. Okay. A couple other, streamer awards issues. Okay. Or actually, here, one last thing about India. Here's FaZe Adapt's response to India Love, saying what she said.
Okay, cool. And then I hear my name, and I look up, and I'm like, wait a second. That is not Valkyrie. And then I realized it was like a whole Kanye moment type thing, you know what I mean? And a lot of people want to know my reaction, how I felt about that. And to be honest with you, I'm not bothered. How could I be bothered? Because I know I put the work in. I know I did. I know I did. And I've never had nothing to prove to anyone but myself.
Now that's me.
Nothing to anyone but myself. In every stage of my life, that's all I've ever tried to do. Is whatever I said I was going to do, whatever goal I set for myself, all I've tried to do is stay disciplined and keep pushing forward to get that goal, right? And no one is ever going to take that away from me or make me feel like I didn't deserve this award or like I didn't put in pain. You know what I mean? And there's ways to go about doing it, right? Okay, cool.